Alright guys, thank you for stopping by the channel and welcome to today's video. If you're into gaming and you're interested in the latest PlayStation news, rumors and leaks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the gaming community here on YouTube. So one thing that really annoys me is when you are looking forward to a brand new game, maybe you're looking forward to a remaster, a remake, or something that has been announced a long time ago and you're getting the opportunity to play it for the very first time, or you've bought yourself a new console and you're ready to play your first new game on it. You go in, you launch the digital version, or you put in your disc and you go to play the game hoping you're going to enjoy it in its finest quality, and then you find out that the game doesn't work properly. That has got to be the biggest letdown in gaming for me. And I'm talking about this because we're starting off with taking a look at Until Dawn Remake for the PS5. The game having only just launched, unfortunately, it has been overshadowed by significant technical performance issues. Developer Ballistic Moon has reached out to the gaming community urging players to report any technical problems that they encounter during their playthrough. Now, a detailed analysis by Digital Foundry highlighted several key flaws within the game. One major concern is the pre-rendered content, particularly during the cutscenes within the game, which suffers from severe frame pacing problems, resulting in very noticeable stuttering. Digital Foundry go on to say that the stuttering experience within the game is horrendous, a statement echoed by many of the players who've experienced very similar issues with the game. The visual quality during these cutscenes has come under a lot of scrutiny. Digital Foundry noted that while the internal resolution is relatively decent at around 1440p to 1728p, aliasing issues, especially on fur and hair textures, significantly detract from the overall aesthetic of the game. These technical hiccups are not only limited to cinematic sequences. Players have reported inconsistent frame rates during gameplay, with the absence of a performance mode forcing the game to run at approximately 30 frames per second. This has led to many gamers to express their frustration directly through responses to Ballistic Moon's outreach on social media, where numerous players have called for a 60 FPS performance option. Since its release on October the 4th, Until Dawn Remake has received very mixed reviews, struggling to match the acclaim of the original game. There are hints that Firesprite Studio is working on a sequel to the horror game, indicating that there might be future opportunities for improvement with patch updates and DLC and stuff like that, despite the current setbacks of the game. But once again, it never ceases to amaze me that we continue to see such basic flaws in games on release. Here we're seeing technical problems with stuttering during the cutscenes. I'm sorry, there are zero excuses for this. Games are typically repeatedly tested and play tested again and again. They are tested by internal teams and supposedly specialists who enjoy what they call breaking games. I literally mean breaking games. They mess around in the game looking for ways that they can break the game, break the levels and break the game code, specifically to highlight the issues to the developers, who then go out about fixing bugs and issues before the game is then commercially released. Clearly, this has not happened. It's pretty evident, right? The question you must ask is why? It should not be acceptable. I cannot remember the last time I pre-ordered the game because of stuff like this. It's put me off. Actually, yes, I can. The last time I pre-ordered a game was Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2018. And Rockstar have a history of not fucking up games. Their games generally ship near perfect. And if there are any faults, they're hardly noticeable. And by the time you've played through a few levels, the game's already been updated and you just don't notice those small little details. But my point is, the game's not broken. It's playable, it's enjoyable, and people love it. We consistently see games launch with issues. It shouldn't happen. And I don't care who the studios or the publishers are, whether it's an Xbox game or a PlayStation game or something on PC, I don't really care. But what I can say is if you go ahead and pre-order your game, I know it supports part of the development process. That's money in the bank for the developers, despite the incentive of perhaps getting the game a couple of days early, or maybe there is some new exclusive content which you have access to as part of your pre-order. Just remember, expect day one issues and do not complain when you have those issues because of your pre-order. And by pre-ordering the game, you are directly supporting the system of allowing game companies to ship games that are broken or not complete. If we all waited until release and the game was broken, and when I say broken, I mean a complete mess. I don't mean a game that has a slight flaw in an area on level 3 or level 10. That's not what I mean. The game's playable, you enjoy it. I want about games that you just don't enjoy, because the issues, the bugs within the game take that very essence of that enjoyment away from the game. Not many people will go out and buy the game if the games are broken on delivery. They will wait, which directly then impacts the studio releasing the games broken on launch. Perhaps they will have an impact on their next release. And do you think CD Projekt Red will release a game that's as broken on consoles as Cyberpunk was when it first came out? No, never. They will never release a game like that onto console. They had some goodwill from the work that they've done previously on other games, mainly The Witcher 3, but they used that goodwill up during the whole console screw-up thing, right? Yes, the game now is fine, it works well, it plays well, it looks pretty and everything, but the way the game was launched was terrible. And from the fallout, the PSN ban, the refunds and the bad publicity, do you think they will release a broken mess again on console? No, they won't. And I think they will ensure the game is perfect in every way possible before it ships on all platforms. Look, my point is, Until Dawn it's not a broken mess of a game, but there are major problems with the game, and it's had a mixed reaction. And the stuttering issues take you away from the gaming experience. It removes your enjoyment and immersion in the game. I suppose it doesn't also help that as a horror game, it's also competing with Silent Hill 2, which is more or less flawless. Just think about it before you go ahead and pre-order your next game. Anyway, let's move on. So apparently Bungie is facing a lawsuit from sci-fi author Matthew Kelsey Martineu, who publishes under the name of Casper Cole. Jeez, I mean, it seems Bungie can't get a break right now. The legal action highlighted by the Game Post alleges that Bungie has deliberately and intentionally replicated elements of Martineu's work in Destiny 2's Red War campaign. Martineu argues that his character Ynera, who leads the Red Legion in his published work, bears striking resemblances to Dominus Gall, a key character in Destiny 2. He cites similar origins, motivations, and plot points, contending that parallels go beyond mere coincidence. In his lawsuit, Martineu notes that both characters rise to power through the guidance of outcast mentors, aiming to overthrow their leaders and invade Earth. He draws comparisons to the chaotic settings in both narratives, filled with burning landscapes and ravaged cities. Martineu seeks not only the cessation of what he claims are infringing materials, but also an accounting of any sales related to these alleged violations. He has requested a jury trial to adjudicate the matter. As of now, Bungie has not publicly responded to the lawsuit, leaving many people curious about how this legal battle will unfold. Guys, if you like the video and the content being discussed and typically enjoy gaming and PlayStation news, rumors and leaks videos, please give the video a like. It really helps the video and the channel out a whole bunch. So sticking with the theme of Bungie, they appear to be ramping up its development on Marathon, an upcoming live service extraction shooter game. So recent reports indicate that various gaming influencers and content creators have been invited to Bungie's headquarters to participate in playtests for the game. Playtests, something that Until Dawn should have done. Ironically, don't you think? It's ironic we seem to be talking about playtests today on the video. Originally announced in the summer of 2023, Marathon marks a revival of Bungie's classic first-person shooter series from the 1990s. Unlike its predecessors, which were heavily campaign-focused, this new iteration aims to incorporate elements from popular extraction shooters like Escape from Tarkov, which is a fantastic game and I've seen clips of. I've never played it myself. Looks fantastic. Escape from Tarkov. PC only, isn't it, I think, at this stage? However, the game's development has faced challenges, including rumours of internal strife and potential delays. Though unconfirmed, speculation suggests that Bungie is targeting a 2025 release for Marathon. The game may be priced around $40, which was the same price as Concord. Pricing strategy is still being finalised as the development progresses. With Bungie using content creators in playtesting Marathon, it suggests that they are happy with where they are in terms of game development, and that they are happy to now start using external individuals like gaming influencers to playtest the game and probably talk about it on their channels. It's interesting that Bungie are being public about this. Clearly, it is to identify issues with the game, or is it to buy the silence of the influencers and say it's a great game, talk positively about the game to get their followers and subscribers to go out and buy the game? In the beginning of this video, we did discuss Until Dawn, which had some major issues with the game just a few days into launch, clearly demonstrating that testing was not done to a satisfactory level. So one of the content creators playtesting Marathon has come out with some comments. The content creator, I think his name is Hidden Xperia, shared his experience, noting his time with the Marathon game felt surreal, although specific details were kept under wraps, probably due to some confidentiality or NDA agreements. With playtests underway on Marathon, people are keen to see how the game plays out. Given Bungie's rich history and pedigree with live service games, the theory is it should be successful. However, with the recent disaster that was Concord, let's just see what happens when the game launches, supposedly in 2025. So let's move on. Over the last few years, we've seen movie and TV show collaborations with games. Like we got the Halo Infinite game, we've got the Halo TV show, we got the Last of Us games and remasters, and we got the Last of Us TV show. We've got games for Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, and God of War, and now we've got TV shows and movies for all three. Now, I don't remember the last time we got a Shinobi game, and it was one of my favorite games back in the day, but it's years ago. But the fact that we are getting a Shinobi movie, wouldn't it be great if this was being tied in with a new game? I mention this because Sega and Universal Pictures are reportedly joining forces to create a movie based on the Shinobi series. And according to Deadline, the film will be directed by Sam Hargrave, who's known for his work on the Netflix's Extraction movies. The screenplay is being done by Ken Kobayashi, who gained recognition for his work on the Apple TV series Sunny. This collaboration signals a broader revival effort for several beloved Sega franchises, including Jet Set Radio, Golden Axe, and Crazy Taxi. And at the Game Awards last year, Sega announced its intention to develop new chapters in these iconic series, indicating a renewed focus on nostalgic-driven content. So they're clearly going back to revisit those games, right? Golden Axe, Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio. Now they've got a movie coming out about Shinobi. So is this an indication that there could be a game coming out, a Shinobi revival, a remaster, a remake, or a reimagining of the Shinobi universe? Because in the Shinobi universe, players immerse themselves in a world filled with ninjas and supernatural adversaries. Armed with the legendary sword Oberuzuki, they engage in battles against evil forces to save their clan and the world. As the project is still in its very early stages, detailed information about the film remains very, very sparse. However, like I said, wouldn't it be great if we got a brand new Shinobi game being released sometime around the same time when the movie comes out? I think it'd be fantastic. I loved the game back in the days, and I hope this is going to happen. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next video.